Hey, motherfucker, it is I, the sinister minister murky motherfucking Monday, your main motherfucker. You know, I have eaten food my whole life. When I was younger, I worked at several different restaurants just so I could eat the food. You know, I come from a long line of family on both sides that are great cooks. Smell of good cooking, fill up the whole house. Sneak out the window outside, them motherfuckers be standing around, their stomachs rumbling, make it sound like she cooking up a storm. They be standing there waiting to hear them words. You hungry, motherfucker? Well, come on in and eat, baby.
First things first, let's boil some eggs. All right, get your salted water boiled and then drop in your eggs for as long as you want them to be. 6 minutes for a soft boiled egg, 9 minutes for a medium boiled egg, and 13 minutes for a hard boiled egg. We're looking for something in the medium. After that time, run it under the cold tap water for a minute, and then after that, in a 7-minute ice water bath. You can leave them in there till, that's usually what I do, leave them in there till I need them. But you can take them out and then you can see just how easy this thing will peel. Tap it on the bottom, a little space, roll it around to the top, and then pop that little space at the bottom and start to peel. And look at how easy this thing comes loose. All in one strip of shell. That's how you do it. Now watch here, look. I did this for 9 minutes. And I'm coming out right now. Here, look, check this out. Shisha. Check it out. A perfectly 9-minute medium. And now it's time for Murky Mondays. Ramen noodles, 3 different ways, motherfucker. Check this shit out. These are my sauces I be using. Take note. These are my spices. Yeah, and I be using this too here as one of my secret weapons. These are some other spices I be using. Check those out right there. And then I got some other little ingredients I'm going to put in there. Check out that. And then I got some cilantro, and I got some onions, and I got some onions, and I got some vegetables I'm going to be putting in there. And then I got some, check it out right there. I get the carrots like that because I'm lazy. And then I get some meats, my shrimp, and then I got my chicken. I got some eggs. And then, of course, I got the la choy. Chinese crunchy noodles, motherfucker. Okay, first one of the day. We're going to do hot shrimp. 3 times hot. Okay, check it out. What I need you to do is I need you to get your pot up to medium and then put a little bit of olive oil in there. Not hot. You don't want it to scald the onions or nothing. But then drop in some onions, and some of the other ingredients and stuff. We're going to make ourselves a broth. Now, we're going to add a little bit of some garlic here to that. Now, you can see I don't really measure anything. I just measure it by eye and by taste. If it looks good and tastes good, then it's the right amount of everything. Try to put a lot of love. Stir it around a little bit. Now, you want to, let it brown up a little bit. Start to roast some of that garlic and that oil. Now, it look like this. Then I come through with some of that adobo, and then I put in some of this lemon pepper here and a couple of other 2 or 3 seasonings. Now, here I put in some butter. And that wasn't on my list earlier, but this is another one of my secret weapons. Put a little bit of that butter in there. Ooh, now that wake it up. Now go ahead and put your shrimp in raw on top of this. And let this do a little thing here. Work around, spin it up and get it on the side. Let's get a little roasting on it. And what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and put some liquid on there and start to build your broth. And you ain't going to try to cook these shrimp because you want it to absorb the juices later. You just want to get it started. And then later you're going to peel these shrimp, put them in an ice bath so they don't cook no more. And then you're going to come back and keep working on your broth. You're going to see that here in a minute. I'm going to be working and you're going to see, right now I'm putting in a couple of more seasonings and some other shrimp and some shrimp powder. That's what that is. That's going in there now. You give it a little bit more depth of flavor. See here now, I done already peeled the shrimp, and the only thing in here is the skins and some peppers and all that stuff. Right now I'm just really building my broth and my flavors, and get it all hot. There's 3 types of peppers in there. That's a habanero, that's a jalapeno, and a serrano in that motherfucker. Now, and when you're done, get it up to where it need to be. You're gonna go ahead and take it and put it in the strainer and strain all that stuff off. Now, what I like to do is I usually go ahead and take that and put it in another container because it's still good. You can make more broth with it, or you can just go ahead and throw it in your compost, whatever you want to do. Now, go ahead and strain that. And you see that liquid there on the bottom, that's your broth. Now, it's got a little bit of everything in there to make it enough right there for a couple different bowls. Now here's my secret, number one secret weapon right here. This is some homemade sofrito. Thank you, Mitchell, my sister from Williamstown, New Jersey. Now, we're going to go back and start this thing here now, and we're going to put some more oil in there. Again, you don't want it hot, you just want it a little bit, you know. Now, you're going to go ahead and throw in your onions. That's a piece of ginger in there, another couple of 2-3 pieces of pepper. Now, you're going to take your peeled shrimp and put them in there. And now you're going to take some of that saffron, whatever it is. That's another one of my little secret weapons. And throw some garlic on there, and here comes some more of my seasoning, some adobo, you know, and then I'm gonna throw on that little sofrito right there. You can't get that, man. You gotta go find that. The best thing you can find that in the store, frozen in Nagoya. They got it. I haven't tried it. I might have to get it when I run out of this. Now in here right now, I'm gonna put some soy sauce and some fish oil to boost it up. Now this right here, if you don't know, throw some bacon. This right here gonna boost. It's gonna take it up that notch. You want it up, that's where it's gonna go right there. And you let this build up, and it's right there. You just developing your flavors. You cooking your shrimp a little bit, and it's all good. You're not gonna overcook your shrimp in this process, but you know, it only needs a couple 2-3 minutes on here. And then you're gonna come back over the top of this. Watch. After you done let it sizzle up and look all good, you know, get all brown, now you're gonna come back over it with now you can go ahead and just watch this do its thing and then prepare your bowl. Now what I like to put in this is a hot oil on it and Chinese peppers in my nom nom noodle bowl. You go ahead on top that. Now don't bust up your brick. That's an amateur move. Don't bust up your brick. You want the long noodle strand, so you don't bust it up. Now go ahead and put the shrimp seasoning on there because it makes it official. You do. I know you don't have to do it, but I mean, it makes it official. Then go ahead and pour that mixture, portioned out for yourself, on top of your noodles. And you want that hot. You see that smoke coming off there? You want that hot, hot, hot. And then you top it off with some hot boiling water. And then you cover it with a plate. And then look at here. This is what happened. You go wait, go do something, chill the hell out. And then you come back to this. And now here you're going to dress it up a little bit. A little bit of egg I'll talk about. A little bit of lime on there. Some cilantro, radish. Some more peppers. And you're going to hit it up with some of that sriracha. Make it hotcha. That's right. And then a little bit of more hot oil over the top of that. Now we about to do hot and sour pork. One of my favorites. Like I said, we start off with a medium hot pan. Put a little bit of olive oil in here. And we're going to start with the garlic. Let that roast up good. We're going to come in there. We're going to throw some onions on there too. Now, this we ain't got nothing to worry about straining, so we're going to keep this one all in one pot. This is one of my favorites. I love this. This is a nod to the Chinese hot and sour soup. If you like hot and sour soup, you know. We ain't going to put everything in there, but we're going to put some things in here, you know, to make it that hot and sour soup, you know. I'm putting in that stuff, let it go on, you know. Start developing its flavors, get a little bit of caramelization going. Hit it up right there with that sofrito, I'm telling you. Whew, that's the secret weapon right there. And again, the saffron flavor, give it a little bit of color on there. Now I go ahead and stir that around, you know. I understand now how to finally do a TV show what they mean when they say if you had smell-o-vision, because now I can smell this, and let me tell you. So right now I'm going to go ahead and put in some of this ground pork. And you can put whatever you want. You got pork chops, put it in there. You got ham, feel free, whatever. I'm going to put a little dab of chicken on there because, you know, in the hot and sour soup I get, you got all kinds of things. You know, I'm going to throw a shrimp in here too. I'm going to go ahead and brown this up here. Stir it around. You just want to cook it just a little bit through. You don't want to cook it all the way through because when you put the liquid, you want that meat to render some of its fat into the broth. So don't cook that away. I mean, let it cook into the juice. You know what I mean? And I come in with that magical meat, that bacon. Woo! You see the shrimp, I told you I'm going to put that in there. Now I'm going to come in here a little bit of vinegar. Okay, because it's hot and sour. You see, I got them carrots and I got the mushroom, got some onion going in there. Now this right here is a little bit of soy sauce. Give it that color. There's other sauces you can put in there. You can do other little things with it, but you know, we're gonna keep it simple. Now here, with the hot and sour, you're gonna get a little bit of tofu. Now this cuts up. Whew. Man, I don't know if you ever cut tofu, but it's like cutting nothing. You know? And all you need is a couple little 2-3 slices and stuff. And it'll absorb whatever flavor you put in there. It's a good texture. It goes good next to the mushroom, let me tell you. Drop those in there and let your flavors develop. Look at that. Everything's going along good. Hit it up with a little bit of fish, a little bit of more water, not water, but that vinegar. Now I use that rice vinegar. I put a little bit of fish in there because it's got that shrimp. Here's where I put the other egg. Now this is a raw egg, and this is going right in to hot liquid. I'm gonna give it a little bit of a stir here around. Actually, I think I might have stirred it up too much. You really don't want to stir it up a lot because you break up those strands. And you might start to, you don't take it right here, you let it do its thing, you take it off the heat, or else the egg will start to scramble. And then you go ahead and look at how glazy and beautiful that looks. They got some stuff they put in there, you know. I don't put none of that stuff in there. You know, the powders and stuff. This is real simple. It's ramen. Come on, man. And then again, you put that plate on top. 9 minutes later, that bad boy is ready to go. Look at that. Look at the noodles. Woo! Oh, that's ready to go right there. They're going to love this. Dress it up with a little bit of lime, radish, and onion. Come over top of that with some of them bean sprouts, bruh. Trust me. A little bit more of that sriracha make it hotcha. A little bit of hit up with some hot oil on top of there. Yep. And then you see them crunchy crunchies down there. You're going to come over top of that too. Okay, now we're about to do the third one. I think we say the best for last. It's not hot. It's delicious. It's sesame chicken. Now, what you want to do is go ahead and get, like I got a rotisserie chicken from the store, and I just got to cut one of these thighs, and I'm just going to cut it up. You see, I put that whole leg in the pot. I put it in there, and I boiled some water for a little while, and I came back later to help it with my broth. And I'm just cutting up here little chunks of chicken. You know, I'm not really trying to chop it yet. I'm just trying to separate the meat from the bone, and then I'm going to put these 2 pieces from the thigh bone in there, and I'm going to start my broth with that. Now I'm going to go ahead and I got my meat separated, and I'm just going to kind of cube it, dice it, or whatever they may call these cuts, you know. I want it chunky, but not too chunky, you know what I mean? And this is just the thigh. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to, like again, medium heat, start my pot off. I'm gonna hit it up with a little bit of oil, and then again, you know, I'm gonna start building up my flavors. You know how we do. It's already started. Now this one isn't hot. The other 2 are hot. Now I'm gonna make this one hot when I eat it because you know I love a little bit of heat. But the other ones, you know, it's kind of hot in the name. So you know the first one, you know that hot shrimp, that's number 1 hot. You know, and then you know the hot and sour pork. Well, that's 2 hots. You know, and this is no hot at all. So you don't have to add no heat. I know you see that sriracha over there looming in the distance, but it ain't going. You don't have to put that in. Come in after you put your onions. Go ahead and hit it up again with some garlic, and you know we're just gonna start this down. You see how you know it ain't roaring. You know we're gonna take our time with this. You know if you gotta go fast, now that right there is chicken. You know again this is sesame chicken, so we building up chicken flavors here. We're gonna use this ground chicken. Again with the sofrito, you know, now here come, you know, those pieces of bone from the thigh. You know, we gotta strain. You don't gotta strain that out. You can take those out. You know, there's gonna be some good meat on there too. I usually take when I take them out, I be nibbling on them. Get them little pieces from the dog. And so again, brown this up, you know, nice and good. You know. And then after I add a little bit of time, let it roast up, you know, get it on both sides again. I'm going to hit it up with that magical butter. Yeah, now, you know, I think to myself, now I know what smell-o-vision is all about for me. Let me tell you. You can use any old kind of chicken. Now, right now, here where I come with some sesame sauce, you can use any old kind of chicken. You can use turkey if you want to. You don't have to use any. You can use sesame beef if you want, sesame pork, whatever you want to do. Now this right here is sesame oil. Now this is one of those things where this is up to a taste. You know, a little bit goes a long way. I like to start this off here and get it into my broth, and then I kind of dribble more onto it as I go. When it tastes right. Get that stuff browned up, caramelized, looking good. And then you hit it up with your water. Now, what you don't see, well, maybe you can't see that hot ember element over there. I keep hot boiling water in teapot going at all times. So I always got hot water. So I'm adding it to this. Now, the reason why it's not just jumping up and coming to a boil is because the pot that it's the element that it's on isn't on boil. Now on this, I put a little bit. See, I told you I'm gonna put a little bit of heat to it. I always put some Chinese pepper no matter what, but I put a little bit of oil, hot oil in there, and I put some bacon. And you can see I got my everything looking good. I'm about ready to take them bones out. Now with the cup of noodles, the noodles come out different. They come out in a cup shape. They also got a couple little veg with them, and the powder is already on there. Now you're just gonna come over top of that with the chicken. Now you could do this with the brick one, but I'm showing you that you could do this with either one. I like this with these noodles, these noodles because the texture is good. Then you come over it with your broth. I used to be a tattoo artist, so needles and noodles slip for me. And then I put some sesame seeds on top of that so that when they soften up real good and they dissipate in there and it blends in. I'm gonna come over with my hot water to bring it up to where I need it to be. And then again, cover it with the plate. I'm telling you. Now go chill out. Go smoke something if you need to. When you come back 9 minutes later, this is where it's going to be. It's about measuring the time it takes for the noodles to cook, and then the time it takes for the hot water to cool down where you drink it don't scald your mouth. It's a science. I'm telling you. 9 minutes. Trust me. Look at that. Look at that. Yes. Now, here's how you do it over, right? Make it look nice. Come in with that egg. That's a 9-minute egg. You can do longer or shorter to your liking. Hit it up with a couple little pieces of onion. I like the small ones. Hit it up. You know me, I'm gonna make it hot, right? So I'm gonna put a little jalapeno on there and a couple radishes. Now that's peanut butter on that radish. That's another secret weapon on this one. That's gonna bring out the nuttiness. I'm telling you, this sesame chicken, and hit it up again with some more sesame seeds. Ooh, that peanut butter, I'm telling you, that's key. That's key. Now this right here is that Brazilian. I put that on there to give it a little sparkler flavor. And you know me, sriracha make it hotter. Yeah, I'm sorry I did it. It was looming there the whole time. Now you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. But you know, and then hit it up with some cilantro. And then the cilantro was bringing one who wanted to jump in earlier. There you go. I got some avocado on there. That avocado brings some earthiness and nuttiness too. Also with the bean sprouts. Yeah, and then again, to make the nuttiness on this actually come out on this, I actually put it on. On the other ones, I leave it kind of as an option. On this one, because of the nuttiness and the crunchiness, you put it on there. Whew, man. Woo! After all that cooking, now it's time to take a break. Appetizer? Yes.
Welcome to the table. Today we made ramen 3 ways. We made ramen with chicken sesame, and we made hot shrimp ramen, and we made hot and sour pork ramen with chicken and a piece of shrimp too. Also real good. Today, as a pairing, we're going to go ahead and drink some Arizona green tea, and we're going to go ahead and put this here, some of this chilled glass here. Right there. So we know what we're doing here. And we're going to go ahead, I'm going to go ahead and take a sip first. I'm a little thirsty. That's delicious. Now, generally when I eat ramen with a fork and a spoon. I do this sort of, I guess you'll see. Right here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to taste the hot and sour. The shrimp here. Yeah, broth is good. I can really taste the tofu and the bean sprouts. It's not like Chinese food, hot and sour soup, but you'll swear by it. Certainly. Move on. Let's try the sesame chicken. With avocado. Oh, good. Can already taste the soup. It's delicious. Now this one, it's the cup of noodles. So the noodles are a little bit different consistency than the square brick ramen. But, oh, you can totally taste the sesame in there. The peanut butter that's on that, you can taste it in there. It really adds a nuttiness to it. And the chicken is just delicious. I totally love the crispiness of the round little noodle thing. Awesome. Ooh, and now let's try this here. Hot shrimp. Let me try this broth. Oh man. This is hot. Sure. This one is new. Man, that's hot. Let me try the shrimp. Delicious. Perfectly cooked. Oh, it's hot. This egg, I've been wanting the hot one. My first song. I'm sure it's not supposed to talk in mouthful. But it was a bit tricky. I'm working on the kinks and I work everything out. I'm gonna get back to you next time. It might be a little bit better, hopefully. But no matter what, you family, and you always welcome at my table. Every family member is welcome at my motherfucking table. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. If you hungry, motherfucker, sit on down and eat, baby.
Grumbling, that's the sound. That humming, that's the sound my stomach be making when I be hungry. Hungry motherfucker. This has been a presentation of the Murky Monday channel.